Look at that table. Everyone smiling, everyone eating, everyone watching. You think blood means loyalty. It doesn't. The moment you reveal your true ambitions, your fears, your next move, the room changes. And the people who raised you will be the first to test your weakness. There is a quiet truth no one teaches you. Family is love, but family is also politics. Around that dinner table in your mind, candles burning, faces half lit, half shadowed, you think you are safe, but safety is an illusion when information is involved. The moment you speak about your real ambition, your private struggles, your strategy, or your next step, you shift the balance of power in the room. And power, as Niccolò Machiavelli understood in The Prince, is never neutral. It is either held or surrendered. You have been conditioned to believe that honesty is always virtue, that transparency builds connection, that sharing your dreams makes them stronger. But look at your own life. How many times did you announce a plan only to feel it shrink under their doubt? How many times did you confess a weakness and later see it used against you in an argument? How many times did you share success and sense envy hiding behind forced smiles? This is not hatred. This is human nature. The first reality you must accept is this: familiarity breeds access, and access invites interference. When people feel entitled to you, they feel entitled to your direction. So you must learn what never to reveal. First, never reveal your full ambition. Ambition threatens those who settled. The moment you describe the height you intend to reach, you trigger comparison. Comparison triggers insecurity. Insecurity breeds subtle sabotage disguised as advice. Be realistic. Don't risk too much. Think about stability. They will not attack you directly. They will soften you. And soft men never build empires. Second, never reveal your exact next move. Strategy exposed is strategy weakened. When people know your timeline, they feel invited to comment, to predict, to warn, to interfere. Silence creates uncertainty. Uncertainty creates respect. A man whose next move is unknown cannot be easily blocked. Third, never reveal your deepest insecurity. The world teaches vulnerability as strength, but uncontrolled vulnerability is leverage handed to others. In heated moments, even family remembers what hurts you most. Words spoken in anger do not disappear, they lodge in memory. The psychological law is simple. Information given emotionally will be retrieved strategically. Protect your internal fractures, heal them privately. Fourth, never reveal the full extent of your resources, money, connections, opportunities. The moment your value becomes visible, expectations attach themselves to you. Financial transparency inside family often mutates into obligation, pressure, or resentment. Power is safest when it is underestimated. Let them think you are doing fine, not extraordinary. Fifth, never reveal your breaking point. If people know exactly what exhausts you, exactly what guilt manipulates you, exactly which buttons produce compliance, they will press them, sometimes unconsciously. Even good people exploit patterns when stressed. Machiavelli warned that men are ungrateful, fickle, and driven by self-interest. He was not condemning humanity, he was describing it, and description is protection. This is your mindset shift. Stop seeing family as villains or saints. See them as humans with desires, fears, and egos, just like you. When you remove emotional fantasy, you gain strategic clarity. You can love them without giving them the blueprint of your mind. You can sit at the table, smile calmly, and reveal nothing that compromises your trajectory. This is not coldness, it is containment. The powerful man practices selective disclosure. He speaks in conclusions, not processes. He shares outcomes, not plans. He listens more than he explains. Notice how explaining lowers status. The more you justify your decisions, the more you signal doubt. High-value men do not argue their path repeatedly. They state it once, then move. If challenged, they do not escalate emotionally. They detach. Detachment unsettles people because it removes the leverage of reaction. Around that table, imagine yourself silent, composed, observing. They ask about your future. You give a calm, minimal answer. They probe. You redirect. They criticize. You nod slightly. No defense, no debate. The energy dies because it finds no resistance to push against. This is psychological law number 1. Reaction feeds control. When you react emotionally, you surrender rhythm. Psychological law number 2. Visibility invites evaluation. The more of your internal world you display, the more opinions you attract. Psychological law number 3. Familiarity reduces perceived authority unless reinforced by boundaries. You must create boundaries not through aggression, but through consistency. Short answers, no oversharing, no emotional confessions in rooms that do not protect them. Psychological law number 4. Mystery increases perceived strength. Humans respect what they cannot fully read. When your family cannot predict your next move, they begin to treat you with caution, and caution is the seed of respect. Understand this clearly. You are not withdrawing love, you are withdrawing unnecessary access. There is a difference. Love can be expressed through action, provision, presence. Access is information. You control information. When you master silence, something shifts inside you. You stop seeking validation for your goals. You stop announcing progress prematurely. You build in private. You suffer in private. You sharpen your skills without applause. And when results appear, they appear complete. This transforms your identity within the family dynamic. You are no longer the explain-everything son, the emotionally reactive brother, the defensive man at the table. You become unreadable, calm, hard to provoke, harder to manipulate. They may initially label you distant. Let them. Distance is often just discipline misunderstood. Over time, they adjust. The jokes at your expense reduce. The intrusive questions slow. The subtle discouragement weakens because it finds no opening. And here is the final shift. You stop needing them to understand your vision. That need was the chain. When you release it, you feel lighter, sharper. You realize that respect is not requested, it is structured. Structure comes from boundaries. Boundaries come from silence. Silence comes from inner certainty. You do not hate your family, you simply outgrow emotional exposure. Around that symbolic dinner table, candles flickering, faces watching, you raise your glass, not to confess, not to reveal, but to observe. You know something they do not. The most dangerous move is the one never announced. The most powerful man in the room is the one whose thoughts remain his own. And when they try to read you and find nothing but composure, they will sense a shift they cannot name. They will feel it before they understand it. Because power does not argue, it does not explain, it does not seek approval. It sits quietly, holding its glass, already 3 moves ahead.